Craig, Herc, it seems like every day we get another story about Leo Messi and his clash with the Barcelona board of directors. That means a lot of folks are talking about where he could end up next. The latest to join that conversation, Rivaldo, former number 10 for Barcelona, Brazilian legend. Here's what he had to say in an interview about Messi. He said, quote, "If he does leave, then it will be to China or a North American club where he can play and enjoy a different environment with not as much pressure and competitiveness." Herc, Messi's 32. Beckham was 32 when he came to MLS. You lived through the Beckham transition. Would Messi coming to Major League Soccer be bigger than Beckham?
No, because it doesn't have that Hollywood-esque vibe to it. So it wouldn't be bigger than Beckham. On the field, no doubt, he's the best player in the world. He's 32 years old. If you could give him the $250 million you gave Beckham, do it, because on the field, he would be worth every single penny. But don't compare him to David Beckham when David Beckham off the field transcended his sports. Now, I don't think it's necessarily something that we're going to see in the near future with Messi. And if you want to know why, it's Cristiano Ronaldo. There has to be a sense of competitiveness when it comes to Lionel Messi to get to that type of stature. Cristiano Ronaldo is 35 years old. He's got 128 goals in what is the Champions League. Messi's at 114. You have the chance to be the greatest player in Champions League history, and you have time on your side. Why would you give that up right now to go to China or to go to Major League Soccer? I don't see it happening. But if you're Major League Soccer, you do everything in your power to make it happen.
Craig, I feel like I'm sitting with a marketer here. He says Beckham is going to be bigger than Messi. Do you agree?
Well, Herc knows more about that side of it, or the Major League Soccer side of it, than me. I don't know. It's certainly David Beckham was built on a brand. Yeah, I mean, he had a very good talent for playing the game that we're talking about. I played against him quite a few times for club and country. But it was all about the brand in the end. And that was something that kind of annoyed his manager at the time and at United and Sir Alex Ferguson, and then hastily added to his exit. But what I would say is it would be the biggest ever signing in terms of the sport if Lionel Messi was to come. And I agree. I don't see any reason Lionel Messi is looking to come to Major League Soccer or China just yet. I mean, he's still performing at the highest level. He's still at one of the clubs in the world that everyone wants to go to, a Real Madrid or a Barcelona. But if he did decide to come here, what a statement that would be from Major League Soccer, that you're signing the current, and it's arguable because there are Ronaldo fanboys out there, it is arguable, but he would say you're signing the best player in the world. And it would be an amazing feat if somebody was able to pull it off. In 2 or 3 years' time, do I think it's possible over China? Absolutely, I do. But I just don't think we're at that juncture yet of luring Lionel Messi to this side of the pond.
Just so you know I'm not crazy, Catalunya Radio, back in September, one of their reporters reported that David Beckham had made contact with Messi and his team. There was a huge financial offer in the works, and that the Barcelona board even knew about the contact. I'm not saying there's fired, but I'm just saying maybe there's a little bit of smoke. Let's do some quick numbers here. Have a little mental exercise for you two. Herc, you'll appreciate this one with your Vegas ways. Let's say Messi does come to Major League Soccer. Taking into account that Carlos Vela set the Major League Soccer record with 34 goals, how many goals would Messi score in MLS? I'll set the over-under at 59.5.
In 34 games?
In 34 games. If Vela can score 34, 59.5 is fair for Messi.
Listen, that's absurd, but you're talking about the best player in the world, so I have to say pretty accurate. This is Lionel Messi, and I've seen him do PlayStation video game stuff with actual world's best defenders. I still have this image of him breaking what is Boateng's hips in half and scoring one of the world's most ridiculous goals that year.
What would he do against MLS defenders? Imagine.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So 34 goals is absurd, but then you look at Lionel Messi, yeah, he'd go out and shatter Major League Soccer records. And it's always funny because I'll say, well, it depends what type of market he's in, what type of team he's in, but just give him the ball. Give him the ball as the world's best player. I've seen it. I've seen him do it against the world's elite. There should be no reason why he couldn't do it against Major League Soccer defenders.
Craig, 60 goals, would you put it past him?
Well, he'd have to come up against the likes of Florian Jungwirth and players like that. So he may find that difficult. What you got to factor in here in your 59.5 over-under is if you look back and not over a year or two like most players. If you look back over a decade plus, both for himself and Cristiano Ronaldo, at times, and I don't have the average in front of me, I don't have the exact numbers, but I'll look before, at times they were around 50 goals per season playing in one of Europe's elite leagues.
He had 51 last year.
Those two boys have been averaging the 40 to 50 goals in Europe's elite leagues and cup competitions for over a decade of consistency. So you'd have to say he'd fancy his chances of popping a few onto that to get his average up. I think he could easily go for an over on 59.5 if Lionel Messi pitched up. And the current guys fit, well, hungry, and ready to go out there and show everybody what he wants to do. It would be crazy.
Sabi, what most people don't realize here is some could argue that Cristiano's made Messi that good, but I would argue that if not for Cristiano, we'd be looking at and already admitting that it's the world's greatest player ever. Look at the Ballon d'Ors that he's already won. Cristiano's taken a good chunk of those over the last decade. If not for Cristiano Ronaldo, we're saying Major League Soccer has the opportunity to bring in the world's best player ever.
Boys, it's just a dream for now, but a fun dream to have. Messi in Major League Soccer.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.